Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze.
Hey, this is Ernie from DisGay Vlogs, a vlog series aimed at all of you gay Disney fans out there. And today's vlog, D23 2017. I didn't actually get to go to D23 this year. I was actually celebrating my first year wedding anniversary with my husband, Will. We had a great time, as you can tell from the tan all over my bald head and my unshaven beard. I'm still in that vacation mode. But today I wanted to talk to you about all of the great and exciting things that Disney is going to be bringing about over the course of the next 5 years. And so stay tuned for some very exciting information about everybody's favorite subject, Disney. I want to start off with one of the more controversial things from D23. While Whoopi Goldberg was receiving her Disney Legends Award, she told the audience that she felt, as a black person, that she believed that the legendary Song of the South from 1948 should be re-released. As many of us know, Walt Disney Company back in 1986 removed it from their videos that they were releasing or selling to the American public, but only to the American public. It's still released in Canada and Europe, and I believe in Asia. But here in the United States, it was no longer available. And she made the comment that she felt that it should be released, that it should be a discussion that should be had. Me personally, I love the movie. I saw it on a pirated copy on YouTube, I believe it was. And I love the characters. I love the storyline. I even feel kind of like that it's a good story in a sense that it kind of shows the mixing between races, the innocence of the white children and the innocence of Uncle Remus, all of them getting along so well and really just kind of loving each other. There was even a little African-American boy that was friends with the two white kids, and they were great friends. And it wasn't until kind of societal culture told them they couldn't be friends that they realized, hey, there's something weird here. The story itself makes Uncle Remus the hero, and it makes Sally, the mother of the two children, kind of the ignorant, caught in the old ways of thinking. Not a villain, I wouldn't say that, but it certainly made her look like the wrong one. So I think Walt did a good job with that. The controversy in this is that it does portray, and this goes all the way back to 1948, it does portray the African Americans during the Reconstruction period, just after the Civil War, as kind of being happy-go-lucky, singing along, doing their work, everything is wonderful. And as an American history teacher, I can tell you that is not at all how it was in the South during the Reconstruction period. Sharecropping is what took place after slavery, and a lot of American history scholars believe that that might have even been worse for many of the African Americans during that period. Racism, beatings, lynchings, they were rampant all over the South. And so I highly doubt that there were too many happy African Americans during the Reconstruction period. But again, this is a Walt Disney movie. It was made for entertainment. It wasn't made for political views at the time. It was made to entertain people. And it is a classic story. It does date back into the period of the Reconstruction time. Classic stories of Uncle Remus and his stories and the adventures of Brer Rabbit and Brer Bear and Brer Fox. But I think that the main problem was the use of the tar baby. And tar babies were derogatory terms used for black children. And in the movie Song of the South, Brer Rabbit creates a tar baby, hoping to trick Brer Fox and Brer Bear that they got him, and they got all tangled up in the tar. That scene is shown in Splash Mountain, the ride, but it's used instead of tar, they used honey to kind of gear away from that whole derogatory term of tar baby, which I have no problem with, and I certainly, as a gay person, wouldn't want to see the word faggot used in an attraction at Disneyland or Disney World. And so I think I'd love to hear from your comments. I know that on my Facebook page, Gay Disney Fans, we've had quite an interesting and very productive conversation about this. Do we eliminate history? Do we use it to teach? Do we just kind of forget it happened? Or do we just kind of take films like this for what they were, much like Song of the South, much like Gone with the Wind was? Write your comments below. Tell me what you think about that. Okay, so I've got about 14 things that I thought were the biggest announcements made at D23 this past weekend. I'm going to cover all of them quickly. I'm not going to bore you, I hope. The first one I want to talk about is the superhero universe at Disney's California Adventure. There was a lot of speculation that they were going to call it Marvel Land, or where was it going to be. We do know now that that is going to happen. The placement of it is still kind of up in the air. I want to show you a picture of where a lot of fans are believing that it's going to be placed behind the Guardians of the Galaxy, the former Tower of Terror, or possibly even spilling into what is going to be taken out, which is Bugs Land, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not that sad about because I kind of thought it was a little cheesy. But it's going to leave a huge space for them to put in this superhero universe land at California Adventure, and that's going to be very exciting, seeing all of these superheroes. My favorite, Incredible Hulk, and the Iron Man, Spider-Man, all of them there. And it's really going to be curious to see how they bring that out. Like, what is this place going to look like? The next thing they announced was Pixar Pier at Disney's California Adventure, which was formerly Paradise Pier. I really liked Paradise Pier. I thought it was kind of cool. It reminded me a little bit of the boardwalks on the Jersey Shore. I'm Italian, so my family went there every summer. And I really liked it. I thought it had a kind of a cool feel to it, but it wasn't really Disney. It wasn't Disney Pixar. The next big announcement was Toy Story Land, that's going to be opening up at Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World. And they did give a date. They said that it would be opened in summer of 2018, which is a year from now. And I know that a lot of people that visit Walt Disney World, unfortunately, I haven't been there since 1995. And that was for grad week, and so I don't remember a lot, if you know what I'm talking about. Another exciting announcement for Walt Disney World is the addition of Willis Theater from Kansas City, Missouri, around the era of the 1920s, that's going to be placed, I believe they put off of Main Street in Walt Disney World. In the picture that I'm posting, you can kind of get an idea of where it might be. Again, this is all speculation. Nobody made any official announcements as to where it's going to be. But there's that second route down Main Street or out of Main Street to kind of clear up the crowds. And it looks like it could be a great place for it to be there. And I know that Willis Theater is going to fit amazing with that time period, with that turn-of-the-century look that Main Street has. And the things that they're talking about that they're going to be putting in there, some Broadway-type shows, Frozen, Aladdin, it's going to be amazing. Now, of course, Disney also was excited to announce some of the big movies that are coming out. And my favorite is the live-action Aladdin, and I can't even imagine how amazing that's going to be. I was wondering, how in the world can you replace Robin Williams as the genie, but with Will Smith? Are you kidding me? That is like perfect, absolutely perfect. The cast for Aladdin, Naomi Scott is going to be playing Princess Jasmine, and that's going to be very cool. She's a beautiful singer. And for a lot of gay guys, Aladdin might have been their first Disney prince crush. I don't know who yours was. Put it in the comments who your favorite was, but definitely I remember as a teenager just kind of like, wow, Aladdin, he's so hot. And so their choice of Mina Masood, and their pictures are posted here, has a lot of gay guys pretty excited. He is a very good looking guy, and I think he really looks like Aladdin, and I think he's going to do an amazing job. Another exciting new attraction for Walt Disney World is the Disney Skyliner, which is like a gondola type thing in the sky that's going to take you all over Walt Disney World. Anyways, these are all going to be Disney character themed, and they're going to give an amazing aerial view over the different parks of Walt Disney World between the resorts and the parks. And I can't wait for that to happen. I can't wait to ride in one, and I sure hope that they bring that back to my home park, which is Disneyland. The big resort news, the hotel news that came out, is the Star Wars themed resort that's coming to Walt Disney World. According to a lot of sources, it's going to be one of the very high-end, expensive places to stay. I'm more of the art of animation kind of guy as far as how much I'm willing to spend for a hotel room. But if you are a Star Wars fan and you have a big pocketbook, you should have a great time at that. And the concept art, again, amazing. It's going to be highly interactive, characters walking around. I think that one of the more exciting things that came out was this space-themed restaurant that's coming to Walt Disney World. You are going to be immersed in what's going to be kind of like a shuttle. All of the windows are going to be views of outer space, and in the concept art you see an astronaut kind of like floating out in space and planets in the background, and you just know that with Disney's technology it's going to be absolutely amazing. Another thing for Walt Disney World is Tron, the ride. I believe it's in Shanghai that they have this one. And I went on YouTube and went on one of those POV rides, and it's out of this world. I can't even fathom how amazing that's going to be. The last thing is we finally know now that at Disneyland, it's not going to be called Star Wars Land. It's going to be called Galaxy's Edge. And the models that they showed are unbelievable. Extremely interactive. In one of the restaurants, they're going to have Rex from the old Star Tours with Pee Wee Herman's voice is going to be DJing in there. You're going to have R2-D2 running around and Chewbacca, and it's just going to be amazing. The model, the concept art, it's just going to be something that's going to be outrageous. So I hope you're as excited about all these announcements coming out of D23 as I am, and millions of other Disney fans all over the world are. Please subscribe to our channel, DisGay Vlogs, or you can go on Facebook as well and join our group, Gay Disney Fans, and leave comments. We'd love to hear from you. And thanks again, and we'll see you real soon.